What's going on, everybody? Today I want to do a video that's a little bit different. Mainly because I've been doing a lot of basketball related videos in general, but also because tomorrow I'm flying out at 10 a.m. or 11, one or the other, to go to my pro day in North Carolina. So that's going to be basketball related. So today I want to do something that's a little bit different. So I want to cover a little bit more fitness related topics and have a little bit more fitness involved in the day. But anyway, at the end of the video, I'm going to have the top 5 reasons I believe why people can't lose weight. So I hope you stick around for the end of that. And I'm going to do some other things throughout the day. So I'm going to take you along with me. See if I can go get some workout footage. I literally have no clue why I always come to the gym at the same time. Like, I always end up playing like Fortnite or something and waiting until like 5:30 to come to the gym. And it's literally packed. Like, so annoying. Anyway, let's go get this lift in. I'm driving home and I see that they're knocking down buildings and they're putting up a Whataburger. Like, 22 years I've been in this town. 22. And they're just now putting up a Whataburger as I'm probably leaving. It's unbelievable. Today I want to cover a topic in the video that I feel like is a pretty common problem that a lot of people deal with and struggle with, to be honest. And a lot of people don't know why, don't know, what to do or how to do it. So I thought I'd cover it. And even if I just help one person, well, I want to talk about 5 of the reasons that I feel like probably cause the most problems when people are trying to lose weight, diet, lose fat, whatever it may be. And I'm not going to do it in any particular order because it might be different from person to person. Not everybody's going to have the same, ranking of what these things are. So I'm just going to give my top 5 reasons why I feel like people struggle with it. And one of the first problems to me is absolutely education. Not everybody wants to take the time and sit down and learn all the things about nutrition and how to lose weight and how many calories you should be eating and what you should be putting into your body and things of that nature. So a lot of people are going to listen to the first thing that they hear. What did my mom, what did my dad, what did my aunt, uncle, what did my friend, people are going to listen to the first thing that they hear because it's the easiest. Learning something like nutrition takes a lot of time and a lot of resources and looking into things, and majority of the time people want something to happen fast, quick. That's how we are as people. We want the first available option and as fast as we can get it. And it doesn't matter where that comes from or what it is. We're just going to try it. And I feel like that's what a lot of people fall victim to. Majority of people don't necessarily take the time to, look into what they're eating and how many calories are in it and so on and so forth. So they end up spinning their wheels, or they try what they heard is, a good option, and it ends up not working because it's different. They're different than the person that did it. And to begin with, that might not have been the right thing that the other person should have been doing to begin with. So that is absolutely what I feel like is one of the top problems, without a doubt. Number 2, for me personally, would be surroundings. Majority of people are gonna, act and do as the people around them act and do. It takes a different kind of individual to be in an environment and stick out like a sore thumb in an environment that's doing everything the same except for that one person. If someone's in a family and all they do is eat out, eat fast food, eat the quickest, most ready available thing to eat, well, majority of the time, that's what people are going to do. It's a habit. If your family does it, you're going to do it more than likely. And so you educate yourself and you learn certain things. You know, you don't know anybody. That's what you do. It's a habit. And not only that, but I think it's easier to fall into that because it's more comfortable. The people around you doing something, so why would you not do it? You know, you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend and they're going out all the time eating, you know, you're going out to eat with them. If that person isn't on the same like wavelength as you and wanting to do the same things as you, it's going to be hard. I want to go out to eat. Well, I'm trying to eat healthy, or you know, things of that nature. Like it's not something that's going to be easy for a lot of people to do because of that. The conflicts of interest with people around them. I feel like that's a big problem. For me, number 3 would be convenience. And I just talked to someone about this, and we kind of had conflicting beliefs. But to me, people want to get what's easiest for them, what's quickest. And, you know, majority of people work a 9 to 5. They're going to school. They're doing things on the side. They have a significant other. They have kids. You know, whatever it may be. A lot of people don't want to take the time to sit there and cook full meals every day and breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, so people are gonna stop at the most convenient place. You know, it's a McDonald's, a Burger King, it's a Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, whatever it is. And most people aren't gonna think twice about it. I mean, I know for me personally, that's how I get kind of during the seasons when I play. I'll play a full game. You just came off 40 minutes of basketball, played a full game, win or lose, whatever it is. You come off the court, and the last thing I'm thinking about is, man, like I need to stop and cook a meal. Like I really want, you know what I mean? I'm hungry. I want to eat something, you know. And a lot of times it's hard to come off, you know, that type of feeling. You know, you're just hungry. You want the first thing that you can get, and that's what a lot of people fall victim to. And I definitely fall victim to that during this season. You know, I feel like I'm in better shape a lot of times out of the season than in the season. And that's part of the problem. Convenience. You know, you don't feel like doing something. You know, I want what's easy, what comes to me easiest. And a lot of times that's not what's best for you. And that's where the problem lies. Number 4. For me, this is the thing that people are mistaken about, in my opinion. And that's cost. The first, I mean, in my experience, one of the first things people say about eating healthy is it's so expensive. You know, you go buy a salad from somewhere, you know, it's $10 when you can get a burger for $2. And while that's true, that falls into the category for number 3, convenience. That's because when you go to fast food places and things like that, of course they're going to make the healthy things more expensive. Why wouldn't they? Because they know a lot of people are trying to do that. So we're going to jack that price up so that we make money off that. Because we know we're going to make our money off the cheaper things. The McDonald's, the hot and spices, the McDoubles. We're going to make money off that. So we might as well bump up the prices for the healthy things. And that's what convenience does. It's convenient to go stop and get food. So they're thinking, why would we not make the things that people are trying to do more expensive? We're going to make the grilled chicken sandwiches more expensive and things like that. And it leads people to think, oh my God, you know, the healthy foods are so much more expensive. When in reality, healthy foods are more expensive the convenient way. You know, when you're stopping to get it, going to McDonald's, when you're going to those type of places. But this isn't exactly true when you're talking about grocery shopping, you know, foods that you're going to cook, because it's almost evens out. You know, of course it's going to be a little bit more expensive to get healthier foods. You know, the grocery stores and things like that are doing a little bit the same things that people are doing at the fast food restaurants. I mean, of course it's going to be, some of the things are going to be a little bit more expensive. That's absolutely no doubt true. But if you're cooking if you're buying things like that, buying, you know, your meals in bulk, buying your food in bulk, and you're buying the right foods and cooking those foods, well, you're saving that money that you're going to spend fast food, convenient wise. You're not going and stopping at McDonald's. You're not paying $10 for, a meal at McDonald's, whatever you're doing. That money's going toward the food that you're hopefully cooking. And in the end, that's going to end up balancing out a lot more than people think. Because people do think, oh my, it's so much more expensive to eat healthy. And it is, if you're doing it the convenient way. But if you're doing it cooking your own food, going to store, buying your own food, and using those foods at home to eat, I don't think it's much more expensive, to be honest. It really isn't. And number 5, finally, to me, is probably, how could this not be the most important factor when talking about dieting? Because it's the most important factor when talking about almost anything in life. And that's adherence, being able to stick to something. Majority of people in the world are going to want the fastest, the quickest results. I'm going to lose a whole bunch of weight in 2 weeks and I'm going to look totally different, when in reality, most people can't do that. It's going to take time. It's going to take a whole lot of effort, a whole lot of energy, and most people don't want that. I want, the detox tea. Most people want what's, in 7 days is going to make me lose 20 pounds. And for majority of people, things like that don't happen. And most people fall into, and the problem is most people will try something for, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even make it a month, maybe 2 months. And then over time, that adherence starts slowing down more and more because the results aren't coming fast. It's not, it's not happening overnight. I don't want to keep doing it. It's not quick. And that's one thing that dieting and losing weight and losing body fat is not going to occur quickly. And that's just part of it. Being able to stick to a plan and continue to execute it day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out. Because the problem is people start yo-yoing, going up and down. Oh, I had a really good 2 days. Oh, well, there's 2 really bad days to counteract it. Because people, those good days go really well, then they have one bad day. And it'll get to them. So they'll have another bad day, and bam. Just like that, those 2 days mean nothing. Actually, you're farther in a hole. So a lot of people struggle with sticking to something and continuing that. And it's hard. It is. It's not something that comes easy. That's why losing weight is so hard. That's why people like me are making videos like this trying to help people, because it's not something that comes easy. It's not. And majority of people want it to be. And the bad thing is that's what media and that's what all these companies and things like that want to preach to you to sell their products. Oh, it'll happen in 1 week. It'll happen in 2 weeks. We got a 7-day detox and things like that. And that's great. You might actually do something like that, a 7-day detox, and you lose like 10 pounds because you flush everything out of your system. But then what? You know what I mean? So to me, that last point, adherence is the most important part. Because if you don't have that, the other things don't matter. You can have all the education, you can have the right surroundings, you can have all of that. But if you can't adhere to something, then it's not going to work to begin with. Because this is something that doesn't happen quickly. You can't walk into losing 25, 30 pounds, how much weight you need to lose. You don't just walk into that. It's something that takes a lot of hard work. So to me, I hope that if there's anything that you take from this, this video, or if you're watching it all, I hope that that's the number one thing you take away from this, is being able to adhere to something and stick to something, because a lot of times that's the hardest part. And almost everybody's going to have problems with that. It's something that very small percentage of people are actually able to do, and that's why it's so hard. So, I hope this helped. I hope, somehow, it impacted someone in some way. And I appreciate y'all for listening. Hope it wasn't too long and crazy, but I appreciate y'all for listening. And I hope that y'all got something out of it. It's 10 o'clock at night. I haven't been able to get in the gym all night. So, as my last workout before I go to this pro day, about to shoot on an outdoor court at 10 at night. Imagine that. It's just my luck. But about to go shoot. Probably gonna come back and edit this video and go to sleep, and I'm out tomorrow.
Grind, we all shine, fuck a part-time. I used to play the block early morning and dark time. Now it's G5 flights, fuck at the part-time. It was hard times, and now it's all time. Just take a look at my life. Rapping brought me back to life, cause I was in them streets, my heart was cold as a pack